We are in San Francisco at the Give Peace a Chance conference held by the International Academy of Mediators. And I am interviewing several mediators. We are Saturday, May 9th, 2015. May I ask you, sir, what is your name?
Claude Amar.
You were born?
In Paris.
And you're living?
In Paris.
Okay. We're going to do what is called the Proust questionnaire in a what-if format. What if you were a hero?
Gandhi. I would be Gandhi. Or Groucho Marx, depending on the day of the week.
What if you were a place?
I think I would be a little place on the southeast coast of Corsica.
There's a name?
Yes, Santa Manza.
Santa Manza. What if you were a quotation?
A quotation. The most important things are not seen with the eyes, but with the heart. And that comes from Saint-Exupéry.
Antoine de Saint-Exupéry.
Antoine de Saint-Exupéry.
Right? If you could change a law, which one would it be?
Plenty.
You don't want to pick one?
I'm not a lawyer. My field is more construction. I cannot think of a law I'd like to change, but I'm sure there are plenty.
Okay, next question, I guess. If you could be reincarnated?
If I could be reincarnated, I don't think I would like to be an animal or a vegetable. I've mentioned Gandhi and Groucho Marx. If I was reincarnated, I would love to be Einstein.
And if you could mediate a too good to be true dispute, like Montague and Capulet, for example, Romeo and Juliet families?
I would love to be part of the mediator team that are dealing with the Palestinian and the Israeli.
If I knew who is your mentor's name, it would be?
Several. Charles Corin, who nobody knows, Gary Friedman, and my good friend Michel. Those who know me will know whom I'm talking about.
And Charles Corin, can you tell us more about his mediator?
No. He is a businessman who survived the death camp, Auschwitz, and he was a tremendous master in my professional life.
If you would tell me what is your favorite word?
Harmony.
How many?
Harmony.
A harmony.
Harmony.
Okay, harmony. And the word you dislike most?
Hatred.
What is your secret weapon as a mediator?
Humor.
What is your Achilles heel as a mediator?
I am very sensitive to people suffering.
Because it's an if questionnaire, what if God exists? What would you tell him when you see him?
Well, if God exists, then there's no longer a doubt. Therefore, if God exists, I will tell God, let them know you exist, and maybe we can take up the job you've left upon us. Let them know you exist, and we will make peace in this world.
And if God exists, what would you like him to tell you when he meets you?
You were right, my son. I should have done that before.
And what would it be if you do what you say instead of doing what you do?
I like to think that I do what I say. So your question is, how could I be better? I'm not sure I understood your question.
Very often people don't do what they say.
So what is the question?
If you do what you say, there is no more question. But you're an exception. People have always a lot of good advice about how to live your life and what to do, how to behave, but their own behavior, the way they live their life is often very different from what they say.
Well, then I hope that I'm conscious when I suggest to someone what he should do, and I realize that I do not do the same way, and that is probably a way to progress.
And what if you could give your ideal dinner party? What would be the menu, the guest? Where would it be?
Easiest first. It will be in Santa Manza.
The Corsican place you mentioned.
The Corsican place. Okay. The guest list will be huge. There will be Gandhi, there will be Einstein, there will be Churchill, there will be John Lennon, there'll be Paul McCartney, Eric Clapton, Buckminster Fuller, Frank Lloyd Wright, a few ladies, probably Marilyn Monroe, Lauren Bacall, Cleopatra. Yes, Cleopatra would be a guest. And there's some others, Beethoven. As to the menu, a wonderful product from the sea, French cheeses, Corsican wines, and probably a fiadon.
What is
for
a fiadon?
Dessert. A fiadon is a typical Corsican dessert, which is made with a local soft cheese, brucio, and lemon, fresh lemon.
Will you give me the recipe of the fiadon?
Yeah, I will send it to you.
Surprise question, pick up a number between 1 and 84.
I'm going to do something the Chinese won't like, 44.
Why do they don't like 44?
4 is death.
Ah, like they prefer 88, but yes, I said
but
up to 86, not up to 88.
Let's say it's 88 divided by 2.
Okay, 44. You became a mediator because?
Interesting question. I met Robert Mnookin when I was working for a hotel development company, and he explained to me what mediation was, and it was making a lot of sense for me. A few years later, we were in a huge fight involving several international jurisdiction, and it was obvious to me that this was the scene for a mediation, which all lawyers refused. So after we finally came to an amicable agreement, I decided to become a mediator, and Robert Mnookin sent me to Gary Friedman, who is by far the best master of mediation. Why did I choose mediation? Because I believe that nobody else than the parties know the solution to their conflict.
Thank you very much. If you had just a piece of advice to give to a young, absolutely beginner mediator, what would you say? Or maybe to the young mediator you were. In young, I mean less experienced than today.
Do not hesitate. Jump right in. You're gonna love it.
Okay.
And swim. Wherever the wind comes from, swim, never give up. When they reach an impasse, this is the best time in mediation.
And if you could give a gift to the people who will be looking at this interview, what would it be? It may be a page from your favorite book. It may be, I don't know, a painting, a piece of music, whatever we can put on internet on your behalf.
Take 5.
Thank you very much, Claude.
Thank you.